I'm here at the fights in Orlando. What's the date today? June 6th, 2000. Is it 7? June 7, 2014. Keith Thurman. Mayweather. People were talking about the Mayweather situation. What do you have to say? Hear it from the horse's mouth.
You know, I respect Mayweather and all that he's done, but every dog has his day, man. Mayweather is getting older by the second. By the second. You know, each second he's got another gray hair popping up, an extra wrinkle coming up. You know what I'm saying? And here I am, I'm a young, hungry lion, only getting stronger, only getting bolder.
How old are you?
You know what I'm saying? 25 years old.
Only 25. Okay.
Been boxing since I was 7 years old. I was bred for this sport. I haven't worked another job outside of boxing. Boxing is my life, 24/7. I live and I breathe boxing. I'm gonna die boxing, okay? I'm a warrior at heart, a warrior at nature. I was a warrior when I was 7 years old when they was beating me up, but they couldn't knock me out. They was beating me up and I kept coming back for more. All right, I started off my career getting my ass whooped, and now I'm whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? So Mayweather is a great world champion. One of the best ever. Not the best ever. All right? The way he's promoted his career, you can call him the best ever. The way he's made his money, you can call him the best ever. But officially, I do not see Mayweather as the best ever. I think that every dog has his day, and if he wants to know how good he really is, all he needs to do is step in the ring one time.
Okay.
What do you think about that zero that he's protecting so much?
You know, that's his money maker. You know, that's his money maker. And you can't blame a guy who nicknamed himself Money on how he conducts making his money. Because obviously by carrying the nickname, that means he no longer cares about the sport. All he cares about is the money that he's making off of the sport. Because before he was pretty boy, and he used to box pretty nice, man. You know, when you look at how Floyd performed when he was fighting in the lighter weight classes, the 135, 140, before he ever got into 147, you know, he's developed and he's changed throughout the years. You know, in my eyes, he's fighting like an old man. You know, if he wanted to give the fans a better fight, or he wanted to allow the fans to let them see him get beat up a little more than usual. But to me, the best ever is due to skills, you know, and the best ever can't be somebody who lays on the ropes. The best ever is somebody who uses his footwork 24/7, uses that jab, and uses his athleticism, you know, to the fullest degree and pedigree, and gets his opponent out of there. When was the last time Mayweather got a knockout? I'll answer it for you. It was Victor Ortiz. That wasn't even no knockout. That was a free knockout. That was a gimme. What was the knockout before that? I don't know.
Hatton, I think.
It was Ricky Hatton. You know. You got it. You're right. It was Ricky Hatton.
You know I know.
You know. And the funny thing about Ricky Hatton is I wanted to fight Ricky Hatton on my pro debut. You know what I'm saying? So boxing is what I call a funny sport. It's a very funny sport because it gets manipulated all sorts of ways. Hopefully it works itself out here in time, but we'll see, man. Mayweather is a true champion, but trust me, there are many other great champions in the making, and you're talking to one of them right now, Keith One-Time Thurman.
Will you fight Mayweather?
I'll fight Mayweather today.
Oh, better the question is, will Mayweather fight you, right?
That's the question, man, because I'll fight anybody. My motto is, I have an O, but I'm not afraid to let it go.
That's right.
Beat me.
That's right.
Step into that ring, put them gloves on, put your hands up, and come beat me.
So you take that title, you take that TV title from him anyway.
All
I mean,
day.
he said he's the best ever.
He's the best ever, man. Prove it. Prove it.
Put the title
Prove
on.
it.
Mayweather, you
You know what I'm
listening?
saying?
You listening?
We could talk
One
about
time.
Mayweather all day and what you can do, but in the meantime, we know that a lot of people and a lot of fans are looking up to you and Sean Porter to be matched up, even in the undercard in the future Mayweather. What do you think about that?
Man, Sean Porter is a great fight. He's a young champion. He's still got a lot to prove. As a young fighter myself, any young fighter in the sport has a lot to prove. Sean Porter, even though he's undefeated, the fans don't know how long he's going to stay undefeated. They don't know his true greatness. The fans don't know my true greatness. Maybe I don't even know my true greatness. This is something that we have to see in time. This is the development that we go through as a fighter by creating the fights like a Keith Thurman and a Sean Porter, by putting me in the ring with the best ever Floyd Mayweather, and see what you can get. Because when you put two great fighters together, you only get greatness. You will only get a great fight. Just like the old timers, when they put the best in the best, you never got the worst fight of the night. You got the best fight of the night. And that's what I look forward to in my career, is getting some of the best fights in my career.
Now, BoxRec has you with Maidana actually in September. Now, can you clarify if those are just rumors, or can that fight actually happen?
They took that post down like 48 hours after it was up. But outside of that, it's always a fight that can happen, man. Any fighter in the top 10 right now is a potential fight for Keith one-time Thurman. Okay? The funny thing is, it's been a long time and I've yet to get a top 10 fighter. I've been asking for a top 10 fighter, but I haven't gotten a top 10 fighter. But it's only a matter of time. Anybody in the top 10 is on my radar, and I know that I'm on theirs.
We're gonna get you your own show. How's that? A half hour. You might need an hour. We're gonna get an hour every Saturday at this time, so you could just talk about whatever.
Look, when I talk about boxing, I only speak the truth. Okay?
Tell the fans about the video with your coach, Ben Getty.
There's a video out on YouTube. If you look up John Scully versus Roy Jones Jr. sparring, Ben Getty, this is a video that was produced back in 1988. I love talking about this video because 1988 is the year that I'm born. And Ben Getty was my original trainer. Ben Getty taught me everything that I know in the sport of boxing. Ben Getty taught me that I have what it takes to be a champion. He believed in me before there was anybody else that believed in me, that I have what it takes to entertain the fans, and for me, on my own personal level, to go down as one of the best ever, as long as I stay off the streets, away from the girls, and all the other things that my original trainer taught me. Ben Getty was a very special trainer. And so when you go and you watch this video on John Scully and Roy Jones Jr., you will see how much of a hands-on coach Ben Getty was. He got down on one knee and he was telling Scully how to keep his foot in the back, making sure he doesn't square up when he's got Roy on the ropes, but keep that back foot planted and that he's always on balance. And every once in a while I go back to that video for my amateurs, and every single time I watch that video, because he's my original trainer, he raised me from the age of 7. He took me to 7 national titles that we won together. I was the 2008 Olympic silver medalist when it came to the U.S. Olympic trials. And Ben Getty was with me in that corner. He was also with me at the beginning stages of my professional career. At the age of 20, he passed away abruptly. It happened overnight. There was no warning.
What year did he pass about? I mean,
it's 5 years now.
Really? 5
years. And to be honest, that last fight that you guys saw, the Keith one-time Thurman against Julio Diaz, when you saw that focus and that intensity that I brought into the ring, that was the first time you ever saw Keith Thurman, because my heart has been broken ever since that man has left my life. But I am being restored as a fighter every single day. My passion is burning. I am ready for the world of boxing.
Listen, man, you're a great talker. Yeah. You're gonna gain a lot of new fans just in the last 5 minutes. When they see this video, you're gonna have a lot of new fans.
Listen, Apollo Creed gave a gym boxer, club fighter, a chance. You think a guy in the other level will give a guy with a little fights a chance? Like, cause they work hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to get there, but
they gotta bring the money though.
A lot of people just don't want to look at them. They look at guys already up there.
That's what it is. I call it spotlight priority. The guys that already been in the spotlight, like the Miguel Cottos, and just anybody that's already been there. I'm kind of like the new kid on the block, and a lot of people don't want to recognize me, or they don't want to even act like I came to the party or whatnot. But I'm here, and I'm gonna stay here, and I'm gonna be here for many, many years to come.
Hey, Keith, what advice you got for Javier Flores, a young fighter? What advice can you give him to?
The advice to all young fighters is stay hungry. Stay hungry, stay humble. Know where you come from. Okay? Something that Ben Getty told me all the time, know where you come from. I know where I come from. I know the struggles that my family comes from. And I fight to fight those struggles. We are all in the battle to provide for our families, you know, and that is what I'm doing in the world of boxing. And as an entertainer, I'm just trying to live out my life and provide for my family.
Thurman, just a knowledge question. Tomorrow's fight, Cotto versus Martinez. In your knowledge of boxing, who you think is going to win that fight?
You know, everyone's leaning towards Martinez. You know, in reality, I don't really favor. I try not to call a fight. But I look at the pros and the cons. The pro is Martinez is the bigger fighter. He's a southpaw. Cotto, I haven't seen Cotto do good against a southpaw, especially one that has speed and power. So it looks like everything is leaning towards Martinez. But with that said, Cotto is a tough, durable fighter, intelligent. Throughout his years, he has only become more intelligent, in my opinion. All right, you could see from the first time he fought Margarito to the second time he fought Margarito. All right, and then when he fought Floyd Mayweather, he gave Floyd Mayweather one of the toughest fights of his career. So